Good morning, class. Where's Mr. Sliger for class today?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I was waiting for you.
Oh, hey, welcome to class. Today we're going to be going over how to solve linear,
Mr. Sliger, linear.
linear 8th grade style equations. Are you guys ready? Hopefully.
Got your notebook? Gotta take your notes. You remember how to solve those? You did those last year.
Those are super easy. I remember how to do those.
You remember how to do those?
I can do that.
All right, well, you tell me. What do I do first?
I'm going to try and get just x's on one side. So I'm going to subtract 5. But I remember them saying something, what you do to one side, you have to do to the
other?
Yeah, so subtract 5 from both sides.
Why subtract 5? I thought it said plus 5.
Yeah, well, we want them to go away. So is there a math term for that?
They're additive inverses.
Additive inverses, yeah, and you have to do that to both sides.
That's plus 0. Do I have to write it plus 0? I don't think
Some
I do.
people do when they're first starting out, but we're not going to because we're
Big bad 8th
pretty
graders.
cool kids.
Okay. Subtract 5 again?
There's no more 5s to subtract.
Oh, right.
You're going to do that again. But we know, now in our heads, we're like, dude, we know this. I know that if I have 2 of these and it's 12, I know that
It's 24.
no. I think they're going to be 6, but we need to prove that. So we can take that x and divide it by 2.
The x by 2 or the whole thing?
The whole thing. And both sides.
And both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Do I have to write the 1x or can I just write x?
Well, how many x's are right there?
Well, I got 1 there.
Then that works. Just 1.
I'm not so sure.
It looks like we're right, doesn't it?
Let's find out.
Okay.
That was 2x plus 5 equals 17. But I think x is 6. That's 12 plus 5. Is that 17? 17. Is that 17? Yeah, it is.
We did good.
All right.
But those were old. Like, we learned that, like,
That was last year.
yeah, we're 8th grade now. Now, we have the new thing.
This is new because they put x's on this side and that side.
You're not allowed to do that, Mr. Allen.
Oh, I just did. Can't do that. Just did. So I'm gonna help you solve this one. I've seen kids do this so many times. Look, last time we did minus 5 and I got a plus 1.
Yeah.
Let's do a minus 1 on both sides.
Minus 1.
Both sides. There we go. You do that. That's 2x plus. Don't need the 0. 5 minus 1. Plus 4. Plus 4. Because it's positive. Okay. Now, it says plus 4. So we need to do minus 4, right? Minus 4 on both sides. Minus 4 on both sides. Yep, that side. 2x minus 4. Yep. Yeah, okay. 2x minus 4 equals, we didn't have, that's, yeah, keep going. Equals just the x, right? Because minus 4, I know what to do. You do plus 4 on both sides, right? When there's a minus 4, you do plus 4.
I feel like I'm in a loop, Mr. Yao.
Well, you haven't done the same thing twice. X plus 4. We did have that before. So there's got to be a better way than adding and subtracting the same numbers back and forth. I've seen kids do this for pages and pages. Let's do it a better way. I'll show you a good trick.
Okay.
Before, we could add 4 or add 5 or subtract 4 or subtract 5. You can subtract whatever you want. What if I don't want this x anymore? Could I subtract an x and make the x's 0?
Because don't x's actually just stand for...
It was a 6 before, right?
Yeah,
You can do whatever. So let's subtract an x from both sides. It's just a number. Minus x. Minus x. What is 2 x's minus the 1x?
I know this.
You know this?
X.
X, or 1x, but we don't have to write the whole
Yeah.
thing. Plus 1 equals 0 plus 5. Now, there's only x's on one
We
side.
did this! We did
Yeah.
this!
And then minus 1. And I'd still be suspicious.
We just need to make sure.
2x plus 1, is that the same as x plus 5? And we said x is 4, but which x is 4?
All of them.
All
All of them.
Every time we see x, it's 4.
Every time.
That's 8 plus 1. Is that the same as 4 plus 5? That's 9. That's 9. Hey. Boom. Now how bad can those really get?
That seems pretty bad already.
All the way.
Oh no!
It looks ugly, but the guy who wrote the book called Algebra says you make one step at a time. And so if we do one little step and one little step, it'll get a little bit better and a little bit better. Maybe you have to ignore some of the ugly.
Yeah.
So what do you see that you know how to deal with in this big mess?
I know how to get rid of these. The parentheses.
Parentheses are often a problem.
I want to get rid of those.
Well, you do that side. On this side, I see that there are groups of x's, and I'm going to put them all together.
Let's do it. See you in a minute.
Okay, so what did you do with the parentheses?
I took the 5 and I multiplied it by each thing on the inside. So I had 2 x's right here. And if I have 5 groups of 2 x's, I really actually have 10 x's, and then 5 times 1 is 5.
Okay. I saw that I had 2 x's and 9 x's, but it's not 11,
No.
because that's actually negative
Oh.
2. It was a little tricky.
Yeah.
And I didn't put the 8 with the 2, and I didn't put the 8 with the 7, because they're not x's. I can only put the x's with the x's, apples and oranges. All right, we're back to this thing that we had last time.
We know how to do this now.
I don't like having x's over here and over there. Which one would you rather get rid of? Would you rather subtract the 10x or subtract the 7x?
Doesn't really matter. You can do whichever one you want. So whichever one makes the math make sense for you, move that one. Yeah, I'm going to move the 7x.
It's small.
So positive 7x, subtract 7x's.
Sure. Oh, that's a 7th grade equation.
We can do these.
We can do these.
We've done these already.
Let's blast through it. You know what to do.
Yeah.
Instead of plus 5, minus 5, that's 3x equals 3. Instead of multiply by 3,
We're going to
divide by 3. That's x equals 1. And now we have come a long way from where we started. So I am very suspicious that that's not really going to work. Suspicious only on principle, not because you did anything wrong.
It is a extremely
That is a very involved equation.
And are all those x's?
Every x is a 1. So now that's 5 times 2 times 1.
2.
2 plus 1 equals maybe 8 minus 2 times 1.
2.
2 plus 9 times 1. 9.
Do I have to go 5 times 2 and then 5 plus 1, or should I do something first?
The order of operations says we should do the stuff inside the grouping symbols first.
Is that your dear Aunt Sally? Is that who that is?
That is my dear Aunt Sally. She works at the coffee shop in Salmon, Idaho. 5 times 3, is that the same as 8 minus, do we do the add first or the subtract first?
Left to right. adding
Left
and
to right.
subtracting.
So that's 6 plus 9. 5 times 3 is 15. Is that the same as 15?
Yeah!
Boom.
We got it.
Thank you guys. See you next time.